seriously. Liesel, give us a key. That's nice. Very nice. Except it's no good. Imagine that you're on the stage of a big concert hall.
What concert hall, Max?
Any concert hall. Maybe the Salzburg concert hall. But a concert hall full of people. Let's try again. Gretel, why don't you sing loud?
I have a sore finger.
Now you can sing loud for Uncle Max. The night of the party you sang so beautifully, with such spirit. Let's try again. They wanted to sing for me, the darlings, but they're not as good as they used to be.
We need Fräulein Maria.
You do not need Fräulein Maria. Sing just as well as me.
But George, I've had experience with choirs, quartets, and glee clubs.
Max, please. Now, what would you like to sing? Do a dear a fiend.
Fräulein
We
Maria.
are not to mention Fräulein Maria.
Come on, Max. I feel like a brisk walk.
Yes, that's just what I need. Is anyone using the car?
Now, what are you going to sing?
With the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. Vials fill my heart.
No, not that. These. Did you play any of your tricks, any of your jokes on Fräulein Maria?
Only the ones that she liked and laughed at.
You didn't put toads in her bed.
No, Father.
Something must have happened for her to leave without even saying goodbye.
Isn't Fräulein Maria coming back?
No, darling, I don't think so.
But she was the best governess we ever had.
Because you're not going to have a governess anymore.
Oh, good. I'm not sure that's good.
You're going to have a new mother.
A new mother? Frau Schrader?
Yes, it was all settled last night, and I'm very happy. Well, it's time for your afternoon walk.
When Fräulein Maria used to feel bad, she sang that song. Remember?
Yes.
All right, let's try it.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Why don't I feel better?
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt in Maria. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so
Oh, children, I've missed you so much. I must speak to your father right away. I'll go find him. I'll go with you. Gretel, how is your sore finger?
You remembered.
Liesel, are you all right? Yes, Fräulein, I'm all right. Many telegrams lately? No, Fräulein. I'll be glad to go back to boarding school. Liesel, can't use boarding school with any problems. You have to face them. Oh, I have so much to talk to you about.
We have some things to tell you too.
I'm sure you have a great deal to tell me.
I
guess the most important thing is that Father's going to be married.
Married?
To Frau Schroeder.
Are you sure?
Oh yes, he just told us. He told us himself.
Liesel,
Louisa, Brigitte, boys. Maria will be in the nursery.
you come back.
Yes, Captain.
You left without any explanation whatsoever, without even saying goodbye.
It was wrong of me. Forgive me.
Tell me, Fräulein, why did you do this to us?
Please don't ask her. Anyway, the reason no longer exists.
Are you back to stay?
Only until arrangements can be made
No.
for...
The children have missed. I've missed. Everyone's missed you very much. Nothing was the same while you were away. Everything was wrong.
But
We'll talk about it later. You go to the children now. Maria, a new dress?
we haven't impostulated.
I know I'm right, Max. We'll find him and ask him.
I'll take your word for it, Elsa.
George, answer Mr. Maxime, will you? How far down the mountain does your property line go?
Can you make out that stone wall? That's the property line.
See, I told you.
I didn't argue about it.
I know, that's what makes me so furious. I don't like to win without a fight.
Edward, while you were gone, you had a long-distance phone call from Berlin.
Who could be calling me from Berlin?
They said you'd know who it
Oh,
was.
thank you, Franz. George, what were we just talking about?
Max, this is the first time you've had a call from Berlin.
George, you know I have no political convictions, and I hope if other people have.
Let's not stir that up again. Germany has promised not to invade Austria. Max knows that.
Then why does he bother to answer those phone calls from Berlin?
Because they don't keep their promise. I want to have some friends among them.
Naturally.
Oh, you agree too?
George, this is the way I look at it. There was a man who was dying, and they were giving him his last rites. And they asked him, "You renounce the devil and all of his works?" And he replied, "At this time, I prefer not to make any enemies."
George, if they should invade us, would you defy them?
Yes.
Do you realize what would happen to you? To your property?
To your children?
To everyone close to you? To Elsa? To me?
Well, what will you do if they come?
What anyone with any sense would do. Just sit tight, wait for it all to blow over.
And you think it will?
One thing is sure, nothing you can do will make a difference.
Don't look so serious, darling. Take the world off your shoulders. Relax. You dear, attractive, dewy-eyed idealist. Today you have to learn to be a realist.
You may be bent on doing deeds of daring do, but up against a shark, what can a heading do?
Be wise, compromise.
Compromise and be wise.
Let them think you're on their side, be non-committal.
I will not bow my head to the men I despise.
You won't have to bow your head, just stoop a little.
Why not learn to put your faith and your reliance on an obvious and simple fact of science? A crazy planet full of crazy people is somersaulting all around the sky, and every time it turns another somersault, another day goes by, and there's no way to stop it. No, there's no way to stop it. No, you can't stop it even if you try. So as long as we're living, just as long as we're living, there'll be nothing else as wonderful as life.
While somersaulting at a cockeyed angle, we make a cockeyed circle out of sun. And when we circle back to where we started from, another year has run. And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it, no, you can't stop it
and every whirling planet, and every constellation in the sky revolve around the center of the universe, a lovely thing called I.
And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it, no, you can't stop it, even if you try. Just as long as living,
Just as long as living, there'll be nothing else as wonderful as I. Nothing else as wonderful me. On one thing we all agree. Each one is important to himself. But you don't win by giving up. And you don't outwit a lion by putting your head
Your long-distance call from Berlin, sir?
in the lion's mouth.
I'll call him back.
You might as well talk to them now, Max.
Go.
George, I feel I know what's going to happen here. Can't you see things my way?
No. Not if you're willing to see things their way.
You know, there's one thing you do better here than we do in Vienna. Your sunsets. I'm going to miss them.
Captain? Oh, I beg your pardon.
Fräulein Maria, you're back. George didn't tell me. I'm delighted.
Thank you. Captain, children would like to know if they could take a holiday from their lessons tomorrow so that we may go on a picnic.
Yes, I didn't mind.
That'll make them very happy. And may I be permitted to wish you happiness as well? Frau Schrader, Captain. Children have told me that you're going to be married.
Oh, I'm afraid the children were wrong. George, I've got to finish my packing if I'm to get back to Vienna.
If you feel you must, I'll tell Franz to have the car ready.
I can do that. Auf Wiedersehen, George. Goodbye, Maria.
Sorry if I said something I shouldn't have said.
You did say the wrong thing. You said it at the right time.
The children told me that you were going to marry Frau Schrader.
We found we couldn't go down the same path. That door was shut.
Sister Margareta always says when God shuts the door, he opens
I know, he opens the window. Maria, why did you run away to the Abbey? And what made you come back?
Mother Abbess. She said you have to look for your life.
Often when you find it, you don't recognize it. Not at first. And then all of a sudden, one day, one night, there it is, standing before you. I realize this is not something I've just figured out. It's something I've known deep inside of me for many weeks. You knew it too. But what was it that told you?
Brigida. She had said that night when we were dancing.
She was quite right. That this wasn't an ordinary dance, was it?
I hadn't danced since I was a very little girl. It's quite different when you're grown up, isn't it?
When you were a girl, did a boy ever try to kiss you?
Yes.
Well, that's quite different too.
Is it? It is different.
Maria, your whole life will be different now. I'll give you anything you want, take you anywhere you want to go.
But I don't want to go anywhere. All I could ever want is right here.
Together,
together sometime.
Who?
Mother Alice. An ordinary couple, that's all we'll ever be. For all I want of living is to keep you close to me, to laugh and weep together as time goes on its ride, to kiss you every morning and to kiss you every night.
Meet our daily problems and rest when day is done. Our arms around each other in the fading sun. An ordinary couple across the years will ride, our arms around each other, and the children by our side. Our arms around each
Maria, is there someone I should go to ask permission to marry you?